In part 2, we move on to the recipe for accessible documents. Here, we're looking at the most fundamental ingredients of an accessible document. These 4 ingredients are document headings that are created properly in Word or in Canvas, lists that use the built-in list tool and are either completely ordered or completely unordered, descriptive hyperlinks that tell your reader where the link will take them, and alternative text on all your figures. Headings give your document hierarchical structure. Think of these headings like section labels that break your document up and allow your reader to rapidly find the text they need by providing them with guide words that act like bookmarks. Your document only ever has one heading 1, or H1. Let me repeat. Your document only has one H1, which is its title, and its title is its only H1. This is always the case. You only use H1 once, the H1 for the title. So, once you've created your title and promoted it to H1, then all the major sections of your document are H2, or heading 2. Within a single heading 2, you might have 1, 2, 3, or more subsections. Each of these subsections would be, you guessed it, heading 3, or H3. Each H3 within H2 is called its child, and the H2 would be called its parent. Each of the 3 H3s has the same level of importance, so they would be called siblings to one another. Headings are hierarchical sections, and they nest within one another, like these Totoro nesting dolls pictured here. However, talking about headings in abstraction can get confusing pretty quickly, so let's take a look at a Word document example and apply headings together. Here we've opened the Microsoft Word document containing the chocolate yogurt cake recipe from before. It appears that there are headings here if we base it on the size of the font and whether or not they're bold. To tell whether they are true headings that have been created properly and will thus assist all of your readers in navigating your document, there's an easy way to check. Click on View and open the View tab. Under Show, click on Navigation pane. The navigation is like a tour of your document. It's an interactive outline. If you've used proper headings, or if a document that you've inherited from someone else uses proper headings, they'll be listed here. You can see that this document does not have any proper headings. You can insert headings throughout your document as you type or as you create your document. However, it's best to enter your content in first and then promote only the lines of text that you want to make your heading labels into heading labels. The reason for this is sometimes when you press enter, your heading can bleed from one line of text to the next. To avoid this, it's best to enter your text in first or paste your text in from a plain text document in a program like Notepad so that you can ensure that when you go to promote your text, you're promoting only the lines of text that you want to create your labels from. To promote your text, click the Home icon and open the Home tab. Then highlight the text that you want to promote and then select the correct heading from your styles palette. Now notice that your text might change in terms of its size and font face. You can adjust this here afterward and it will remain a proper heading. You can see that now chocolate yogurt cake recipe is a heading 1, and I only have one heading 1 in my document, so that's the only time that I'll be using heading 1. If I take a look quickly at this document, I see that the major sections are ingredients, yield, description, and the method. And then within sections, like the method for instance, I have subsections like prepare, combine, and so on. So I'll go ahead and promote all of those major sections into H2. So that'll include ingredients, yield, description, and the method. And if I look over at my navigation pane, each of these has shown up as an H2. If I want, I can change the font face by increasing the font size and changing the style here. If I want my H2s all to look like this, I can then right click and click Update Heading 2 to match selection. And because I used proper headings, if I go through the rest of my document, I can see that all of the H2s or all of the heading 2s have updated to match automatically. In this way, as I mentioned previously, when we use proper formatting technique, then we get all of these extra bonuses automatically. Now within ingredients, I know that I have ingredients in group 1 for chocolate yogurt cake, group 2 for chocolate glaze, and group 3 for the garnish. So I'll click these 3, and I can actually click on each line to the left of it, and then press Control and hold it and select all 3 of them at once, and then click heading 3. And this will change each of these into heading 3. Another benefit of using the proper formatting is if I decide that I needed to have the chocolate glaze at the beginning, I can just click over here on the navigation pane and then drag it above, and my document changes so that it's affected that way. The benefit to doing this is that you don't have to copy and paste and then wonder if you accidentally left some of your content orphaned on a page. You can just simply click on the heading and it'll change that section so that it comes before or after, depending on where you've dragged it. Let's take a look at the same content and concept in Canvas. In Canvas, each page has its own title, and this title is considered H1. Therefore, I should take the chocolate yogurt cake recipe title and put it up here. Again, this page title is considered my H1, and it will be read out loud as such by the screen reader. The reason is that this is what's displayed at the top of the page. Next, remember I had my H2 sections, including ingredients. So I can highlight ingredients to see whether it's a H2. And indeed it is. If I highlight and then look up here, I should be able to tell its heading level, or whether it's paragraph text. You can see up here in the rich content editor that heading 2, heading 3, heading 4 are all displayed. But what do you do if you need more headings? You can highlight this, again, double check up here to see what heading level the text is at, and then you can click on Format, and then Formats, and then select from heading 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In addition to this, you can also adjust the font by clicking on Font, and then selecting, and font size. So again, I'll highlight ingredients, it's already heading 2. Highlight chocolate yogurt cake, and indeed it's already heading 3. This, though, is considered normal paragraph text. Garnish is also a heading 3, and chocolate glaze, again, is a heading 3. This is how you can simply apply headings in Canvas. Remember, just like in Word, it's best that you enter in your content using plain text or type directly here into the rich text editor, and then select only the lines of text that you want to promote, and then change its heading level.